Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Bharat Talks. Let's discuss about the policies that
Absolutely.
they have mentioned in the Election Manifesto of
Hmm.
January
This is
2024.
funny,
It's
yeah.
quite funny. It's unrealistic. It's irrational. I can't put more harsh words into their manifesto. I think one word is it's funny. So I have noted down some points, and we will attach the manifesto in the description. If you really have time, please go through it.
Please go
Go through
through
the
it,
underlined lines.
get some
You
popcorn,
will understand
bring
why
your
they have
family
did that.
together. Yeah.
Yes,
Please stop watching Kapil Sharma. Stop watching stand up comedy. Please.
and if your grandfather is still
I'll
a
say do watch
communist,
Kapil Sharma show. Kapil Sharma is good only. I mean, it's
Kapil
fresh.
Sharma is the I would say he is the champion of proletariats. He
Ah,
he
ah,
brings proletariat comedy. He brings comedy to the masses. We
think
should
of him. I mean,
celebrate him.
all the other comics combined in the Indian space.
Yeah.
He has written out more content than any one of them. He writes every single day. I mean, he used to as long as did the.
Yeah. It
okay, one
doesn't matter
unrelated
if he
point.
used to. He
Stand-up comedians only write a piece of material and they perform it in all parts of the world for
Exactly.
1 year.
Who is
Yeah.
Veer Das? I mean, look at Veer Das.
Hmm.
Can Veer Das make a villager laugh? No. Kapil Sharma can.
Hmm.
Comrade Kapil.
Yeah, Comrade Kapil. He is more red than he'll ever realize.
He is more red than a baboon's butt. Anyway,
Okay, let's start. So the first point is scrapping. They want to scrap the CAA. They want to revoke the Citizenship Amendment Act. For our viewers who do not know this act, just one-liner description of it. It actually gives you citizenship if you are a religious minority in states like Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Now, why? Because religious persecution is a reality in those states here. And if you will ask me why Muslims are excluded, because these are Islamic republics. Bangladesh is a secular country, but they are majoritarianly Muslim country. That's why.
as
And
simple
whoever
as
has come
that.
into India before 31st December 2014 will their citizenship gets fast tracked. Like you can say they are seeking political, like not political asylum in our state, in our country. Okay, why they want to scrap the CA? What are your point? Why do you think that they want to appease a
Uh,
certain section of people?
Maybe Mr. C can go later.
Yeah,
So,
you have participated in the protest, right, in the 2019 CA
I
anti-CA protest.
participated in many things. Lenin was beside me. Do you know
Mr.
that?
C was there in one of the protests in
I
Kolkata.
remember one of Mr. A's photos. I remember that photo was so romantic to me. I wanted to be like that guy.
Okay, no, why? Why do you think logically they want to
Yeah. So
scrap it?
the thing is, if you just listen to this as a blanket statement, then you are going to find this the ultimate limit of utter stupidity, the ultimate level of stupidity. But if you think about communists, their philosophy is that they are globalists, not globalists, they are internationalists, right? They do not believe in nationalism. They they do not understand what is nationalism.
So nationalism, I have something to say. Nationalism may not be good for Europe, but it is necessary for South
Absolutely.
Asian countries. South
Absolutely.
Asian countries, it's very necessary.
Absolutely. We do not have the best neighbors. We do not
Uh,
have the best neighborhood.
And also, like the problem is, Europe had its time. 4 to 500 years, they got their own people from different tribes and to consolidate their ideas into a single nationality. We did not have that time. Only the elites of our country believe in the Indian nationalism. You ask Adivasi and to call him Bharatiya, you don't know what the fuck is a Bharatiya, what the fuck is India. He wouldn't know that. I mean,
If you
I,
go deep, right, some people will not be able to answer the name of the state they are residing in,
exactly.
Some
let
Because
alone
people,
the name of the country.
some people even call their state or their village their desh.
uh
Hmm.
because I mean they are not yet indoctrinated to the idea of India as a whole or as their nation. We have, we still
That
need to
is
do.
somewhat true, but you know what binds everything together? A common culture.
Yeah, the
What
common
is
culture is what is our strength.
and what is culture? Religion,
True, true, true,
right?
true. That's
Religion
how.
is the vehicle of culture.
Hmm. That's how, like the I mean the initial, I mean our freedom fighters,
Yeah,
they all took some Sanatani values. Huh.
absolutely.
Why did Muslim League have to form an independent uh, party, because they saw this Congress was, I mean, following a lot of things, calling Bharata Mata,
Hmm.
uh, which they did not like. Our ideas don't fall. We love this land too, but our ideas are not as similar to yours. That's why, I mean, I feel like we already had a Hindu culture dominant in the political atmosphere. That's why that binds us all. Anyway, you go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
So the first thing is they want to abolish CAA, right? What is the next thing? What did they come
Okay,
up with?
so in the page 11, right, I have noted down the page also.
Yeah.
If you you can go directly visit the page. So abandonment of India's independent foreign policy. Now, why is it? Because now India has moved into this multi-alignment from non-alignment, right?
Hmm.
Recently, so they want to they do not want to adopt that. Actually, they want to abandon that. They see their statement. I'll have quoted down their statement. They have said in their manifesto that the BJP government has totally surrendered to US strategic, political, and security designs and to strengthen US imperialism's designs for global hegemony. Why? They want to this multi-alignment. Why are they opposing it?
Uh,
Because it is suiting our national interests, right? Why are they
exactly,
going against
exactly.
it?
If you think logically about it from their perspective, if you do not want to abuse them, and if you really try very hard to think from their side of things, then that it boils down to what you just said, nationalism. They
So
don't
they
they
still
don't have
see.
that in their vocabulary. They don't understand what it is.
Mm.
But
They
are
are
they not seeing the benefits that we are getting? Like we are buying cheap Russian oil from the Russian and not getting sanctioned. We are dealing with the USA
Look,
they
also.
it doesn't affect them. That's why they don't think about these things.
they are
But it
in the
affects the country, right?
60s. They are stuck in the 60s. They
I have
don't know USSR collapsed. They don't know Mao died. All right, they don't know Berlin Wall fell. They still did not get the news. They did not get the notification. All right. So first of all, their mind is stuck at a different generation. I mean, you think about it. You think about any party structure in the Communist Party. At least, if we talk about Bengal, there is a generation gap. There are the grandfathers, and then there are the grandchildren. The generation in the middle, there is no generation that, I mean, brings these two people together.
now after the grandchildren also there are no generation, I guess.
No, there will obviously be generation like that as long as you have this fertile ground for it. The
Now,
fertile
as long as
ground,
you are in college, you will be a communist.
exactly.
But after that,
Academia is leftist. All right.
after
Academy
then
is,
you join a capitalist company, your mind changes.
As long,
I
yeah, you are communist as long as you get a job. After you get a job, then it changes things.
Now, how do these? I have a question regarding how do the students of Jadavpur not feel guilty that after 4 years of doing all the SFI protest and all, and they join Amazon, Microsoft as a engineer or let's say product analyst, and how do they
they,
convince themselves?
they
How do
have
the
different,
alumni accept them?
they have different reasons. Okay, okay, they'll say that, look, I am not against. They'll all have different ideas about what they support, but they'll unify in cases like Palestine, CA. Otherwise, you meet them, they all have different ideas of how to set up a nation.
Yeah,
Ask each and every communist, he said that others don't know, I know. I'll tell
without
you.
reading a single line of economics.
Uh, so this is, I mean, as long as I was that guy, I also said, others don't know, I know.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'll tell you how to set
And
up.
the intelligent one among you all, right?
Uh,
You know, this reminded me of a throwback thing, not throwback thing, the Naxal movement. All these educated boys and girls, mainly boys, they participated in it. If they managed to survive that period, highly educated boys, all right, then most of these guys shifted to the US. I personally know many people that are in their 60s, 50s, or 60s.
more funny thing, all these days after I have turned into a BJP guy, I mean, I support BJP publicly. So the people I am around with and I'm friends with, they are slightly woke. They were not as much woke as me as I was back in the day. They are slightly woke. They won't say much about all these things, but they will always, they are left leaning, I'll say. So whenever I ask them about like what is your idea about how to help the country and all, they don't have a clear idea, and all they say is like we'll have to move to some European country or North America. This is their whole idea. We'll move to a better country and then bitch about India. Ah,
Yeah.
so
You should tell them that BJP is more left than all the leftists combined.
exactly.
Economically more left.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like we use
Look
the
at the
word
welfare policies.
right wing and left wing in India. I mean, we throw them very casually, but BJP is not that right wing, that
Not
kind of
not
right
the
wing.
European conventional right wing.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay. So another very interesting thing is they want to also restore the Article 370, which is a problem, which was a disease for Kashmir that has already been solved, and they want to recreate that problem, and they want to solve it themselves. That's why they
Do
made
they
this
have any
resolution
description
of it.
below that? I mean that reason or something like that.
No, they are saying that self autonomy of Kashmiri people have been snatched away by the BJP government.
Kashmiri
I don't know
Pandits,
how it
what
is.
about them? Kashmiri Pandits?
They
They
don't
will
talk.
ignore whatever does not suit them, right?
Uh,
This is the problem.
Hmm.
Right. I think what they want to do is that they want that problem to be there, and they want to wait for the maybe let's say next 100 years to come into power and then solve that problem themselves.
exactly,
Because
that's
this
correct.
problem is actually solved, right?
They came
62% of
they
terrorist attacks are.
came so many times in so many places. They popped up. Did they manage to solve anything? I mean,
No, they will
yes.
just say that
All
we are
right.
trying.
They brought working. They improved working hours and all those things and all that. But did they manage to improve the situation of a country? No, I don't see it. Look
I
at
mean,
the,
their ideas may be permeated into society, into the capitalist fold. Their ideas.
that is
What
the
I'll
best
say.
way to go about it.
Uh, so what like when USSR came about, that was the first scientific government set up scientifically for the people. Other governments were not as scientific as the USSR. So when USSR came in the market, due to the market economics, other countries had to follow what are the good points in USSR.
C,
So
Mr. C, that is how it was supposed to work ideally. But the
hmm,
thing that happened was, let's say you are a scientist and then there are many scientists.
I mean,
If you manage to lick the butt of Stalin
I'm
properly,
I'm not
then your
I'm not
policy,
saying that I'm not saying it worked great in USSR,
yeah,
but it worked better in other European countries which were capitalistic. Then they followed the same ideas. So
exactly. So-called scientific did not work out
uh,
as they hoped.
uh, but I mean, due to the process, other nations got scientific, right? I mean, that's a good thing about it. Let's say women's voting thing. USSR was the first country to bring about women's. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, women's to
and you
vote.
know, Mr. A, the best kind of reply you can give to them about the reintroduction of Article 370 is why
Mm.
are there protests happening in Pakistan occupied Kashmir?
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Mm.
That is the best reply you can give them.
I think they are not happy how capitalism and capitalistic companies are investing in Kashmir. They are not happy with that. I think.
I mean, I have talked to a few leftist guys. They're not like they don't hate Pakistan. They also hate Pakistan. There is a, I mean,
No,
under
let's stick with Kashmir. Why? What they think about CA? What do they think about
so
CA? Not CA. Sorry, Article 370.
it all boiled down to stories, whatever stories you have heard. Okay. So initially, if you Kashmir is a very far off place. Huh? When you first hear about those stories, yeah, Kashmir, good place, this like heaven on earth, all that stuff, good things. The next phase of your life, when you grow up a little bit, then you hear about things like what Indian Army has done to Kashmir. There are so many movies about it, romanticize this whole thing that about Kashmir nationalism and all. So what? So they come to know about all the rapes that our army has done, all the times Indian army has tried to quell any protests. Okay, and they'll try to be woke about it. And no, this is bad, this is bad. Now, if they stick with that narrative, they'll be with that narrative only. That whatever India is doing to Kashmir is bad. Kashmiri people don't feel Indian, all that. Now, if they go a little bit deeper about it, that what other parts of the world also do to their neighboring areas. Huh? I mean, some part of I mean, Kashmir is a landlocked region. It cannot sustain on its own. Other international powers will try to control it whenever it is left alone. Same with in the case of Tibet. Tibet wouldn't sustain alone. Tibet would need a country with a coastline to supply its productions and all that. So It's good that we control Kashmir. And now what happened is like Kashmir people also feel much more united with India because they see that opportunities are better with India. This is the growing phase of India, and now
Absolutely.
they're seeing this. Last 8 years, I'll say, even before the abrogation of Article 370, Kashmir people have realized that there is much more wealth flowing into that place, infrastructure projects going on,
Mhm.
Tourism.
tourism, all that people, lives of Indian Kashmir people are getting better. But the leftists won't agree to all this. Ah,
Just you just have to show them the situation of Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Kashmir
No, I
cannot.
in one of the video I was seeing, it was recorded in Pakistan only. They
hmm.
were one of the journalists was saying, "Look at the Indian Kashmir, they are dying there." And in the comment section, I could see Indian Kashmiris are saying,
Hmm.
"आप आपकी खैर करो, हमको अकेला छोड़ दो, हम बहुत
Ah,
खुश है
ah,
हिंदुस्तान के साथ."
exactly.
Then
There
these
is a lot
narratives do
of
not reach the
there
left.
is a lot of
What is it?
support for BJP in Kashmir.
Hmm.
Surprisingly,
No, no,
Hmm.
I'm saying that these narratives are not reaching the left, or the left is deliberately trying to ignore
Left
this.
is deaf. Left is deaf. They
left
won't
is
try
deaf.
to
Exactly, left is
listen to
deaf.
all. Ah,
They are very selective of what they listen to.
exactly, exactly. They are more dogmatic than what they call the right wing. They are more dogmatic than the right wing.
Exactly. We have to continue with the
Okay.
yeah,
So
manifesto.
we are actually at the end of our talks. So
Yeah.
one, the foreign policy. This
Yeah,
I don't know. They have mentioned that in the foreign policy with respect to India, they are saying their main foreign policy will be, it is there, not the main, in one of the first 5 points they have mentioned in page number 24,
yeah.
is that they want to establish the state of Palestine with pre-1967 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital. Now, my question: how is its foreign policy aligned with India's interest there?
It does not.
Is this not a second-hand victim mode?
See,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
India's foreign policy is already very balanced, right?
Uh,
India accepts a two-state policy, and that is
Exactly.
what I
since,
support.
since its inception, since its
Since,
inception,
since,
India
since
has a
its inception, India was one of the first countries to recognize Palestine as a country.
Hmm.
India still today has a good relationship with the Palestine, I mean, not the Hamas faction, but the West Bank faction, or I would say the Palestinian Authority.
the Fateh government, I'll say
Yeah,
Fateh.
Fatah. Hmm.
Fatah.
Fateh.
But
So,
is
that,
it trying to say that we only accept a one-state solution? We only accept Palestine and we do not accept Israel?
Kind of the
This
soft
is sending
narrative
a
is
wrong message, right, to the world.
the
This
soft
can.
narrative is that Israel shouldn't exist. The real, I mean, their
you
official
know
narrative.
what's my answer? Let
Yeah,
them deal with their problem. That's not our problem.
exactly, exactly.
Right.
Why is it mentioned in your foreign policy? This is not aligned with India only. This does not concern India only.
Because
India
as
India looks at them equally. India accepts the two-state policy, which Palestine and Israel both have accepted. If you look at
Hmm.
the authorities, they both accepted it. India accepted it. So what's the, I mean, what's the issue over here? It's not our
So,
problem. We have our problems to we deal with. Am I saying that what's happening out there is good? No. I mean, human suffering anywhere is bad. I condemn any kind of human suffering, any kind. It doesn't
but you have to
matter.
get the context right. You have to
Yes,
get the
but
history.
they have to solve their own issues,
Hmm.
Mhm.
and we are not the US. We have to solve other people's issues.
Mm.
You are communist, so stay communist. Don't try to be US of A.
I'll tell you one thing, okay? These communists care, uh, I mean, they did not, they certainly care more about Palestine than they do about Ukraine. Uh,
Ah,
that you can see.
Ukraine is not cool anymore.
does not solve the narrative.
Uh,
Ukraine is not cool anymore. Uyghurs are not cool,
uh,
right?
Videos are not cool, yeah. Talking about,
It is.
they'll tell you about re-education camps, how it's better and all that in Chinese
Oh, they
perspective.
try to defend it.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
My
Sitaram
goodness.
Yechuri, in one of his interviews, I have seen him that one of the journalists was asking him, "Is there political freedom in China?" He's saying, "Who said there
Oh,
is
the
not?" He got
Samdish,
angry.
the Samdish one.
Yeah, Samdesh. Yes,
ah,
yes. Okay.
My
Okay.
goodness.
So another funny thing is that they want in the they have written in the foreign policy page 28 that they want complete elimination of nuclear weapons, which means that they want a denuclearization of India. With our current borders, if they have known a little bit of history, how can they write this in the manifesto? I don't understand. But
They
you guys are
want
ex-members. You
India to
guys
be
should
weak
explain.
pussy. Okay, one bad word I'll use. They want India to be a weak pussy.
The thing is, they want to throw India into a room with a retarded person, and they
Uh,
want to pluck out India's teeth and nails and expect India to survive while chaining India into a straitjacket.
like if they are like we are a colony of China, they are happy with it. Okay,
Even if China takes away lakhs of territories, kilometers of
they're
our
fine
territory.
with it. They're fine with it. They were fine with Aksai Chin. Nothing grows there. They said.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
Exactly. I mean,
Okay.
it's very difficult to talk about them without abusing them. It's
Yeah.
very difficult.
No,
I
even if a centrist person who goes to their manifesto will find it very like I don't know, he or she
Look,
should hear the document.
you have to stay in reality. And the thing is, if you want to talk to them, then they are not going to talk with you in a
they're
civilized
not
manner.
going to believe what you're saying. Okay, they'll hurl abuses at you. I tried. I tried
Exactly.
a lot many times. I tried to fuck with academia only, but I mean they just won't listen to what you have to say. The one thing that I said, I mean, this back when I was a Marxist also. So one fact I knew about Madanlal Dhingra and Savarkar. That fact. So what happened? This guy Madanlal Dhingra, he was revolutionary. This guy wanted to kill some British official and all
Yeah.
that. Uh,
Curzon.
uh, Curzon? I don't
Yeah,
think. No.
Kailis, Wiley's Curzon. He was the some
Okay, okay.
superintendent of something. Yeah.
Maybe I have no idea. So what he did
They
was
stayed in London, right? I mean,
they stayed in
Yeah,
London.
India House.
India
Uh,
House. Yeah,
he was also in there, and Savarkar had this place called India House where he, I mean, let other people stay
where
in.
he wrote the history of 1857.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this thing, uh, so this Madanlal Dhingra, what he did, he killed that guy. I mean, he did not maybe kill that original guy. He mistakenly killed some other guy,
No,
probably
no, no. He killed. He wanted to kill actually Lord Curzon, who in 1905 wanted to
partition
partition
Bengal.
Bengal. But
Uh,
he killed another Curzon, Kailis Curzon, who was superintendent of something in
exactly.
London.
I mean, part of the same British imperial
Part
Okay.
of the same.
machinery.
So what
But he did
happened?
not kill any innocent guy.
Yeah.
That is the
So the same thing of wokeness was there also. What happened? All these Indian nationalist leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Gandhi, and everyone, they did not support. I mean, all the Congress leaders, they did not
Now I am
support.
finding it extremely difficult to not abuse. Okay, continue.
They did not support Madanlal Dhingra. They said that we don't own him, nothing. He is a terrorist, all that stuff. All these things said. In all of this, Savarkar was the only one who stood for him. He said no, what he did was right and all that. And Savarkar was a scholar at that point of time. He was regarded by other people. Like at this point of time, Bhagat Singh called Savarkar Veer Savarkar, and I mean Bhagat Singh was in jail at that point of time, and he could
Yeah.
only hear about
Bhagat
this
Singh
thing.
actually, if I am not wrong, Bhagat Singh actually distributed Savarkar's book in HSRA, right?
in
Yeah,
English
yeah.
version.
Uh,
He told him to
if we,
translate that to English.
if we see about the founding ideas of Savarkar and Nehru, they are not much different. Nehru was also like Nehru in his discovery of India. He also emphasizes about the Hindu culture, Hindu identity, which unites the
So
subcontinent.
what the fuck went wrong?
They wanted to be more global, right? That's where the fuck went wrong.
And Nehru had a hard on for Soviets.
The English people, English women, you're saying.
Not that kind of hard on, ideological hard on. For we are not talking
Okay, let's
about,
come back to the point: the
yeah,
elimination of nuclear weapons. Why?
Uh,
Why
uh,
do they want to do that with India?
because it's dangerous. Boom, it's dangerous. It can explode.
uh, that's the basic reason, but
Yes,
also.
non-violence.
Uh,
They are Gandhian actually.
Okay.
They are
But they support the
actually
armed
not. They
revolution
are
in China,
actually
armed
neo
revolution in
Jains. They are the next evolution of Jainism. Communism is the next a logical transgression of Jainism. Evolution of Jainism.
Even giants these days want nuclear weapon. Uh,
yeah.
But nuclear weapons, if we talk about that, is the most peaceful thing that happened in the world.
yeah.
Correct. They prevent a war.
They prevent wars. Nuclear weapons are the best kind of peaceful tool out there.
You see, after India and Pakistan got nuclear weapons, none of them fought a full-scale war after that.
Yeah, after 1999, there was no full scale war. Maybe their border skirmishes, this and that happened, but
But
they did not. Hmm. Kargil was the last one.
uh,
So they
Exactly.
want war with China or Pakistan? Whom do they want? They
They
want us
want
to be invaded.
war with their parents.
that's what they
They
want
want
from
war
you.
with society.
They want war with their parents. They want war with their own sexual organs.
We will talk about
And
that in
maybe I
another
went a bit too
video.
far. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't give spoilers.
So
We
we
also
would
have
like to
episodes for
request all
that.
our listeners to go through this manifesto if
Yeah,
you find it
please,
hilarious. Please
please
share the feedback with the CPIM team.
don't
I don't know
read
where
it
they are
alone.
present.
Don't read
Yeah.
it alone. Read it with your friends and family. Grab some
Involve your
snacks.
grandfathers and grandmothers as well.
Please don't
So
read
they
with
can say
them.
Lal
They will
Salam.
get heart attacks. Please
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Okay. I think we have reached at the end of the episode. Any comments, Mr. D,
Please,
Mr. C,
yeah.
anyone?
If you like it, if you dislike it, please. If you have anything to say about this, please say it in the comments. Subscribe, like, and share. You know everything. I mean, you guys use YouTube.
Yeah, one important point to note is that 73% of our channel viewers are not subscribing to our channel. Please do subscribe. And also, like we have presented a guest today, we would also encourage new people coming into the
Yeah,
forum.
if you like
To be,
Mr. C, then Mr. C can become a regular. If Mr.
yeah,
C has
yeah,
the time for it, then Mr. C can become regular over here, right?
yes.
You guys also can participate.
Yeah.
We would love to have.
So we'll need more voices.
We would
More
need more
voices. More
voices,
Sanatani voices to be
more
specific.
logical voices.
Yes. Okay.
Sanatani is logical, bro.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yes.
We need
Yeah.
more rational voices.
There's so much thing that I wanted to say here, but we definitely have time constraints and we have
People
to
will
share.
get
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bored. We
We
need
have
to.
a lot of episodes yet to come.
Uh,
So we will discuss all of it.
uh,
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Jai Hind.
you. Jai Hind.